Hello everybody, it's Anime World here. We're back again with another video. Oh, by the way, I forgot to. I didn't forget to record yesterday. It's just I was going to, but I did it at 2 a.m. So I didn't have time, so I had to go to bed. That's why. This time, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Now, we're back again with what if Deku was reborn to Wakfu. So previously, we left off when Deku aced the test that the exam that Aizawa gave them, and whoever fails quits UA. Gets expelled from UA. And that's when everyone is on high alert, and Deku is not on high alert because he knows he'll pass with all the powers he has. So, yeah, I left off when Bakugo's having the mindset of quitting UA, but he doesn't quit UA immediately because he just got into UA. And Invisible Girl gets expelled. Now we're back in the video, and everyone's got their hero suits except for Todoroki. And Uraraka says, All Might, Deku's not here. And that's when Deku says, what do you mean? I'm right here. And everyone's like super amazed that Deku has a suit like this. And All Might says who's going to be fighting next, like in the first match. And All Might says on the hero team, after explaining, he says on the hero team will be Deku and Uraraka. On the villain team, it'll be Bakugo. I keep mixing them up. Bakugo and Lida, villain team. So, yeah. While Uraraka and Deku go inside the building, Uraraka says, how come you and Bakugo are always staring at each other like you want to kill each other? And Deku explains that Bakugo used to bully me when we were kids. And ever since I got my quirk, they're really powerful ones. So he got really mad, and he really wanted to beat me. And Uraraka says, oh, that's why, because he's jealous of your quirk. And Deku says, yeah. Meanwhile, Bakugo leaves Lida without even making a plan. He doesn't even talk to him. He just leaves while the timer is starting. And that's when he screams out Deku, and he goes to Deku and jumping and does an explosion, but Bakugo blocks it, protecting Uraraka and telling Uraraka to go find the bomb. And that's when they start fighting. Bakugo, he does this thing where he uses explosion to boost over to Deku, and he explodes the ground, so he jump over Deku, explode in the air, pushing him to Deku, and using explosion at Deku. You know what he did in the anime, so Deku doesn't hit him. Yeah, he did that, but it didn't do anything again. So he's like, what the hell? What's going on? What is that armor? My armor's so shit by now. There's no armor that can survive my explosions. And Deku, before Bakugo could say why, Deku teleports in front of Bakugo and punching him in the gut, making Bakugo fly away. And that's when Bakugo gets mad, getting up, and he immediately does that, that thing with his explosions, nitroglycerin or whatever, with his gauntlets. And yeah, he hits Deku, and But yeah, he hits him, but it makes a smoke screen so Deku has enough time to get behind Bakugo, pin him down, and Bakugo says, "How did you do that, damn nerd?" And Deku's like, "Because of your smoke screen. It was easy for me to get behind you." So that's when Bakugo's like, "Wait, what?" Before Bakugo can say anything, Deku chops him on the neck, teleporting behind Lita, chopping him on the neck. And All Might, he's happy for this. And, the other matches go as normal. Except for Todoroki's match, because the guy with the tail doesn't have Invisible Girl with him. So, it's a little harder for him now. But, I mean, he still loses either way because of Todoroki freezing the whole entire building. So he doesn't have to fight at all. And that's when Bakugo sees this and says that Deku and Bakugo are so powerful. And then there's me. What am I good for? And yeah, that's when Yaoyorozu says how smart Deku and Lita were, except for Bakugo, and says that Deku used the smoke screen and just pinned Bakugo down and chopped him without him being the one to do any damage to the building, teleporting behind Lita and chopping him on the neck and getting the bomb. Nothing bad happens to him or Unaraka. And yeah, that's when everyone goes to their class. And Deku's like to Kirishima, where is Bakugo? Or Kachan. Oh god, that name. Jesus. Kachan, Jesus. Kirishima says that, Bakugo, I saw him leave home early. And Deku's like, wait, he left so soon? The school is not even over yet. Then Deku's starting to get suspicious and goes to Bakugo's house. He's at Bakugo's house and he rings the doorbell and says to Bakugo's mom, "Hi, Miss Bakugo." And Bakugo's mom says, "Huh? Who are you?" And Deku says, "It's me, Zuko Midoriya." Oh, and Bakugo's mom says, "Oh, it's you." So, Bakugo's mom calls down Bakugo to get down here, and Bakugo says, "What do you want, you old hag?" And that's when Bakugo says, "What are you doing here?" Oh yeah, I like this picture, so you get ready to see it a lot. And that's when Bakugo says, "What are you doing here?" Deku says, "Why did you leave school?" And Bakugo says, "I didn't leave, I quit." And Deku's like super surprised. And that's when Deku teleports Bakugo to the North Pole and into the portal. And Bakugo's like, "What are you doing, damn nerd? Why are we in the North Pole?" And Deku says, we're gonna settle things." And Deku throws Bakugo in the portal. And Deku has a flashback of him opening the portal for All Might. And Deku never knew that the portal would stay like this. But I mean, Deku doesn't care. Unless if no one actually goes to the North Pole and goes inside. Because Deku has no idea how to close it. Zalman didn't tell him how. So that's when Bakugo and Deku says, "Get in your fighting stance." And unlocks a Lightning God mode. And Bakugo's like, "Fine." Then they start fighting. Then Bakugo's throwing explosions, and Deku's throwing attacks that Bakugo will be able to see because he doesn't want to easily beat him. So Deku starts fighting like in the anime, Yeah, they're still fighting. Bakugo's losing, and Bakugo says that he's tired, but Deku heals him. Then he's ready to go, and they keep fighting, but that's when Bakugo says, "Wait, I'm tired. I mean, I'm not tired. Let's stop fighting." And then that's when Deku says, okay." And that's when Bakugo says, "By the way, what is this place?" And Deku says, "You don't need to know, right?" And that's when Bakugo's like, Jesus. Bakugo says, "Yes, I do. Tell me." That's when Zalman comes in and says to Deku, "Deku, go to the other world. I'll tell him everything." And Bakugo's like, "What the hell? Is that a dragon?" And Deku's like, "Yeah, his name is Zalman. He'll tell you everything." That's when Deku is like, "Okay, Zalman, tell him everything." And Zalman's like, "Why is he so happy? Even though I told him not to bring any more humans. This one doesn't even look like he's pure of heart. I swear, if Deku tricked me, I swear I'm gonna kill him. I don't care if we're friends now. Dragons don't make friends with humans." Oh shit, he's also a dragon. Guess he's off the hook for just a little longer. But if he brings any more humans, I swear I'll kill him. I don't care if he's a dragon as well. That's when Deku teleports out of there to the black portal and go meets All Might in 10 hours. Cause in 10 hours, by now it's been, by now in 10 hours it's been, 2 weeks maybe? To Bakugo, I think. So that's when, he goes to All Might and says, "All Might," and All Might says, "What?" And Deku says, "I think I found our candidate for One for All." And Bakugo and All Might's like, "Oh, you did?" And Deku's like, "Yes." And that's when Deku teleports All Might to the North Pole, to the portal, and they're in the cave. And Bakugo, he knows everything. He tells Deku, Deku, "I know everything." And Deku's like, "Oh, you do? Well, that's what I've been doing here for 2 years." And Bakugo's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for everything." And Deku's like, "Wait, what?" That's when Deku's ready to, he says, whatever. That's when Deku says, "Okay, let's go back home." And Bakugo's like, "Wait, I want to train here. I've been doing a little bit of training in the 2 weeks here." And Deku's like, "Oh, you've been doing that training." Bakugo's like, "Why is he making that face like I'm gonna get stronger than him now?" And Bakugo says this to him, and Deku's like, "No, not that. It's just the last time I trained with Zalman in this training, I died." And Bakugo like, "Wait, what?" And Deku's like, I died of exhaustion. I didn't even want to do it anymore. I only kept doing it because of the war." And Bakugo's like, "The war, right? I forgot he told me that." And that's when Bakugo's like, "Well, I want to keep training here." That's when Deku says, "Okay, train here for 3 months. That's all I'm giving you." Bakugo says, "Okay." That's when All Might is behind Bakugo, and All Might's like, "What are you doing here?" Deku, "Does he know about this place?" And Deku's like, "Yes, I do." That's when All Might's like, "So, you're the one who's good enough for one for all. And Bakugo's like, wait, what? What's one for all? And Deku's like, hey Zalman, you didn't tell him about one for all? Then Bakugo's like, everyone knows what one for all is? What is that? Is that a magic power? And All Might's like, no, it's not based on an element. So it's a quirk. So Bakugo's like, oh, it's a quirk. That's when All Might is like, no, it's, well, technically, a quirk is shadow magic, so, well, kind of shadow magic, more of those magic that was forgotten. So that's when All Might tells Bakugo about One for All, and he can give it to him. And and Bakugo knows about One for All now, so and now that he's gonna be the one to get it, he is a little hesitant because he's still prideful, so he wouldn't want to skip that. He wants to get stronger with his own quirk, but he's also thinking of two ways that he wants to get it. Three. One, it'll be able to enhance his explosions to be better. Two, he's actually going to he's gonna have a second quirk to back his explosions up and be better in a fight. And three, he'll be able to catch up to Deku, at least for a little bit. So that part of him says yes. And Bakugo gets One for All. And now, that's when they start to... Then that's when Bakugo stays there for 3 months. Deku takes All Might back to Earth, I guess you can call it. But you can call it Macadamia Universe if you want. But I'm gonna call it Earth because it's just easier for me. Also, that's obviously Earth anyway. So yeah, Bakugo stays there for 3 months, and Deku goes back in there for the 3 days from him, and that's when he takes Bakugo back and says, "Okay, Bakugo, let's go." And Bakugo says, "Okay." And they go back and they go to school after the 3 days. And Bakugo's like, wait, what's my mom gonna say? Because I've been gone for 3 days. And Deku says, I've already got that covered. And then they ring the doorbell, and Bakugo's mom says, oh, they're family, so I guess Kachan, you're back from your training. And Bakugo's like, oh, and that's when Deku's like, yeah, he's back from the training in the woods. So now, yeah, Bakugo goes in his house, and Bakugo's mom's like, wait, he's not angry. What happened to him in this training? And she says, what happened to him? To Deku, and Deku's like, oh, yeah, me and him actually became friends there. And Bakugo's mom's like, wait, you were never friends before? And Deku's like, forget it. And that's where I'm going to leave it off. I'm going to make another 7.5 because I just want to stop for now. I'll make 7.5 later in the day. So, bye.